This 500-liter planted aquarium is very much like a self-driving electric vehicle. It takes care of every unpleasant part with smart automations, yet it lets you enjoy the fun part of it, the journey, which in this case is the development of a beautiful underwater world. Let's dive in and see how top-of-the-line aquarium tech turns this office centerpiece into a hassle-free window to the natural world. This aquarium was actually empty, fully empty 10 minutes ago, and now it's almost full with hardscape. So the main hardscape composition is 3 huge Red Moor wood pieces. Those are actually multiple pieces glued together. Gary did that beforehand. The pro of that is that he doesn't have to worry about gluing and putting together the hardscape today. The con, however, is that it's way harder to put in the aquarium. So usually we start with the soil in the aquarium, and then after that we put in the hardscape pieces. Gary chose a different way, which is interesting to watch because we rarely see it on our channel. So he's placing in every serious stone next to the Red Moor wood pieces, and then after that he's going to introduce the Amazonia. Each major hardscape element has a plastic tray on the bottom. That's their foundation. But the problem is that this one is a bit too big, and we needed to move that hardscape element a bit backwards. So now Matyi and Gary are trying to get rid of the back of that plastic tray. Fine filter mesh getting into the aquarium is a sign that we are getting close to introducing the soil. These little fine filter mesh pieces are to barricade off the border of the sand and the soil so they don't mix. And as you can see, Gary is already putting in the Amazonia nutrient capsules. As you can see, this glass is quite different to the ones that you are used to in the Green Aqua gallery. First of all, we have these glass braces all around. This is only a 10mm thick glass, so it needs a bit of reinforcement. Also, we have for the background not a black vinyl, but we chose Lacobel. That's like basically a painted glass, black painted glass. It's a shiny, more fancy way of doing a black background foil. Lastly, we have 2 holes in the glass reinforcement on each side. Those holes are for the filtration inlets, outlets, obviously. As you can see, some Microzorum Terrapus Nero has already been planted. It's actually an epiphyte plant, so you don't need to plant it in soil. You just have to attach it to woods or rock. And some Anubias types are already in too. These epiphyte ferns, the Microzorums, we use the Trident and the Nero here. Those are basically cheat code for a lush, nature-style jungle look. Gary put in, I think, like 12 pots of these, and it's already looking like an underwater forest. They transform the scape very strongly and fast. Behind the ferns, we're going to have some Ludwigia repens rubin, which is something we very rarely use on the channel, so it's going to be very interesting to see that evolve. Behind the Ludwigia, we're going to have the lotus. That's going to take a long time to look final. I don't think we're going to see this plant evolve fully in the ending B-rolls of this video. I just measured this aquarium because this is the definition of a custom-made tank. This is not standard at all. The sizes are 150.4 centimeters wide, 64 is the height, and 50.3 centimeters is the depth. This is because this tank was made for the cabinet. These dimensions add up to almost 500 liters of aquarium water. Since this is an office, you would want to use the Chihiros shades on the lights so it doesn't disturb you while working. These guys, Gary and Matyi, have worked together for 4 or 5 years. So they are very quick with it. They have a good chemistry, they know what they're doing. We only started this build 1.5 hours ago and it's almost ready. So this shows you how these two guys are really efficient in their work. They've built more than 100 aquariums together, so they really have the routine together. It's interesting to see the building method of the design team, of the Green Aqua design team, because they're doing things in another order than we are used to. For instance, now we are filling up the tank, but just a bit, and after that they will introduce the sand. They have already planted some plants, but not all of them. So the building order of the tank is upside down for me. So as I told you, these guys have routine. As you can see, they are doing something that we never really do in our gallery. We have the ADA La Plata sand pre-washed, and they are using water to flatten it. How smart is that? They use the force of the water to even out the surface of the sand. So the aquarium is filled up with water, and I can tell you already that this is not the final. This needs at least 2 or 3 months to look final, because the plants will grow in nicely. But we can already see what the creator intended, right? And as I stand here in this office, I can already tell you that this is basically a life hack against workplace burnout or workplace stress. Because someone is sitting right there across the aquarium, and when he looks next to his monitor, he's going to see a beautiful planted tank. I think every office needs a planted tank, right? But having a beautiful piece of nature in your workplace or home requires technical support, obviously. And this thing has some very, very clever automations, which allows its owner to truly, really enjoy the view of this tank without having to worry about maintenance too much. You can already see that the guys are setting up the automatic feeder and the fertilizing doser station. They calibrated it, but let's see how this thing looks in 5 weeks. And when we come back, I will walk you through every technical aspect of this build.
Now this is my remedy, let the seas sway with me, we're getting my energy, let the seas sway with me, my remedy, let the seas sway with me.
So, 6 weeks have passed by since the initial fill-up, and as you can see already, the newest thing that you can spot is a wooden crown here on the top of the aquarium. It's all over the rim. I think it's a quite nice addition to the tank. But I promised you that I'm going to talk about the technical stuff now. So let's see the self-driving electric vehicles technical data sheet. Let's move from top to bottom. We've got 2 Chihiros Vivid 2s on top. They are currently set to 100%. That's for the video production only. They are actually set to 65% each. So right on top, you can see Eheim's Auto Feeder Plus. Right next to it is the 4 outlets of the Chihiros Auto Doser. This is the plant fertilizing doser station. These 2 obviously are automatic devices which takes care of the fish and plant health. So we've reached the filtration part of this aquarium setup. Firstly, Eheim skim. This is the surface skimmer. This is not really a filtration system, but kind of part of it. And then next to it, you can see these lily pipes on each side. They are actually set in different directions, and that's for a reason. Right here, you can see the lily pipe pointing towards my left, and it's parallel to the back glass. The flow is coming right here to the back glass, and there you have the other lily pipe, which is pointing in a 45-degree angle towards the front glass, which makes this flow return to the front glass, and that takes a circular shape, which takes the nutrients and the CO2 and everything in the water around the aquarium. So it's a nice circular motion around the tank. So we've got 2 lily pipes. What does 2 lily pipes mean? 2 external filters. So let's crouch down and open this beautiful, beautiful cabinet, which is actually a very nice wood color. We don't even have this in the gallery. It's a shame. Look at this one. 1, 2. 2 Eheim Professional 3 1200 XL filters. These are the heart of this aquarium setup. These two contain 20 liters of biological filter media combined. 20 liters of biological filter media hosts billions and billions of bacteria. The biological health of this aquarium depends on those bacteria. It's very important. Also, obviously, we are using Purigen because we have some wood in the aquarium and we don't want to get the colors, the tannins. So these two actually turns over the whole aquarium volume, the 500 liters of water, 8 times per hour. That's how efficient this filtration system is under this tank. And here you can see the Chihiros autodoser nicely attached to the back wall of the cabinet. We've got some Green Aqua Best Bite fish food, that's for the auto feeder as well. And obviously we are having CO2 in this aquarium since it's a high-tech setup. And this is the big cylinder, what you see, and right behind it is the inline diffuser, which actually is connected to the Eheim Professional 3 filter on the right side. So, I hope you like this aquarium as much as I do, and I hope you like this video as well, guys. Click here if you want to see more builds outside of the Green Aqua gallery. This is actually a big one with Balázs, so make sure to check this out. Bye!